What is happening, Buffalo Bills Mafia? Ryan Thomas here, of course, for another episode of the Thomas Take Sports Podcast. Greatly appreciate you all tuning in here. You're tuning in live on the Thomas Take Sports Podcast Facebook page, as well as my YouTube channel, the Thomas Take Sports Podcast, as well as the Buffalo Fan Base Podcast Network. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in Wednesdays at 8. And this is an episode that I'm always really, really happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm always really, really happy to bring you guys a new episode. But I'm even happier when that episode features subject matter that I've been desperately, desperately waiting for. At long last, James Cook extends with the Buffalo Bills, signs an extension for 4 years, $48 million, $30 million guaranteed. If you hear typing, I apologize. I had to edit the headline. So James Cook signs an extension with the Buffalo Bills of 4 years, $48 million, $30 million guaranteed. Puts him at about 12 a year guaranteed-wise. Puts him at a little bit over 7 per year. More particulars are being reported on this contract. Of course, I am really, really excited just overall that the Buffalo Bills finally got this done. It's really, really important that the Bills got this done. And of course, it comes to on the field, it comes to off the field. I think on the field, the decision was tough for a few reasons. Not necessarily tough, the player, not necessarily tough, deciding the impact that the player brings to the table. We know those things. We know the answers to those questions. What does James Cook provide to this Bills offense? He provides quite a lot. Coming off of his best season yet, easily, James Cook provides quite a lot. But I think what made it very difficult to kind of break down for the Buffalo Bills was the fact that the running back position is such an interesting one in terms of how teams evaluate that position. It's rare to see a running back get paid top dollar in this day and age because this league has shifted, quite honestly, to a league that started to bring awareness to running backs getting hurt quite often. Running backs, at the age of 30, there is, statistics, analytics, data out there that shows that once a running back hits the ripe age of 30, that they are not quite the same. And that, to me, is a blow because I'm 33. Yes, I'm not playing in the National Football League, but just goes to show you how age is looked at in the National Football League in comparison to pretty much any other sport. But it's real. Running backs that hit 30, they're just better years are behind them rather than ahead of them. Guys like Saquon Barkley are on the precipice of that. Guys like Christian McCaffrey are on the precipice of that. You got this new era of running back coming in, Ashton Jeanty, Omarion Hampton. Those are like the rookie players that, Travion Henderson. Those are the running backs that are like that new wave of running back that we'll be talking about 5 years from now as, among some of the best players in the league. Whereas James Cook, 26 years old, coming into age 26 season, I believe. If I'm wrong on that, I'll look that up. But James Cook's a player that is in his second contract now, and he had to really do a lot of age 25, going to be 26, had to really do a lot of begging, you know what I mean, in terms of proving his point that I want to get paid. I just put forth my best season yet, and I want to get what I'm worth. Now, as I mentioned, the pact is for 4 years, $48 million. $30 million guaranteed. The 2022 second rounder returned to practice Tuesday following a 4-day hold in, not a holdout, a hold in. He's there. He's just not practicing. He's been there. He's just not practicing. Thus, a candidate to play this Sunday, I believe, against the Chicago Bears after not seeing any preseason action in the Bills home opener, preseason home opener, I should say, this past Saturday against the whoever the hell they played. I can't even remember. I didn't watch it. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't watch it. Preseason to me is whatever. I've never really put much stock into Giants. But Cook is the RB1. Now, in terms of where he's ranked for fantasy, top 10 running back easily, top 30 player in fantasy football easily, especially in this offense and what he did last season. That's where he should be picked. Top 10 running back, top 30 player. That's fair. I think that's really fair. But to me, I think what makes this so interesting is that Brandon Beane has never done this before. This is not a move that Brandon Beane has ever made in terms of signing a quarterback to a second contract, or pardon me, running back to a second contract. And that this shatters a little bit of the mold that Brandon Beane kind of put forth with how he evaluates players at the running back position. The question to me that I really want to ask the Bills Mafia, is James Cook to you the best running back the Bills have had since LeSean McCoy? The answer is yes. He's younger than Shady McCoy was when we brought him in. The answer is yes. Is our offense better off with him than without him? If the answer is yes, then you do whatever you can do to retain him. So this is a move that I think was needed by the brass to make. This was a move that I think showed that they want to see it through with James Cook. He was a second-round pick that had first-round talent that they want to see through. I was against the way it was handled, somewhat on both sides, to be quite fair. But I hoped that at the end of the day, the resolution would be this. The resolution would be a 4-year deal, 3-year deal, 3-year deal, whatever it was, for $12 million a year. If you wanted 15, you come down a little bit, you make him worth 12, and then, obviously you go from there. But that's exactly what the Bills did, and that's exactly what took place today, this morning, as the news broke. Now, what does this really mean for the Bills Mafia? I tweeted this this morning, and to me, this is really telling to just the entire state of the Buffalo Bills. It's really telling that this is the 6th extension that Brandon Beane has made this offseason. Josh Allen being the first, a 6-year deal for $330 million. James Cook, 4 years, James Cook, 4 years, $48 million. Christian Benford, 6 years, Christian Benford, 4 years, $76 million. Gregory Rousseau, 4 years, $80 million. Terrell Bernard, 4 years, $50 million. And Khalil Shakir, 4 years, $53 million. So in terms of the contract, Khalil Shakir got 4 years, $53. Cook got 4 years, $48. That's interesting. When I posted that, I got some negativity. I got all of this to lose to the Chiefs every year. Nick Miller. I said, Mr. Positivity, sarcasm. Nick Miller says, just being realistic, that's a lot of money on some good talent just to be outcoached. Am I glad they were able to get these contracts done? Absolutely. Okay. Can't change the past. Number one, past is in the past. And what are they supposed to do? Just give up? I mean, they're not supposed to keep these players. You're happy on one hand that they signed and extended these players, but on another, your expectation is that they'll just get out coached anyway. Well, we got a new season coming up, dude. I'm not thinking that negatively when the season hasn't even started yet. So just can't do it. It's just not in my DNA. So yeah. And Vin Nooch says, how do we trade for Micah Parsons? Micah Parsons is out of the picture. To me, it was never really realistic in the first place for the Bills to go out and make a trade for Micah Parsons. Bill Fletcher says, good, Cook finally got his money, so I don't have to hear him complain about not getting paid. And here's the thing. When you know that you play a violent position, which James Cook does. Playing running back is not for the faint of heart in this day and age, or any, for lack of a better term. More awareness is known about the type of injuries that running backs can make themselves susceptible to. James Cook being one of those guys, if in fact he played on a contract that was less than what he wanted and got hurt on that contract, then he's really putting himself out there for future financial, conundrums. So he wanted to get paid for the player that he's been and for the player that he expects himself to be. That I understand. I don't misunderstand why James Cook wanted to get paid. I just didn't like the way he went about it. And that comes to the old school nature of not practicing, holding in. He didn't hold out, though. He held in. So a little bit different, right, than what we're accustomed to. So I guess I could say in that way it was a little bit more positive of a contract situation. But overall, I'm just happy that it's done. I don't care about any of that now. I'm just happy that it's done, happy that it's over. The Bills can look just to the season. And all these little, flashbulbs of spotlight, of exposure, of putting them out there to be what is believed to be a Super Bowl favorite. The distractions that come with this James Cook situation these last 3, 4, 5 weeks is over. And that's great. To James Cook's words to this podcast, it's time to just focus on football now. And to me, that is great. I didn't plan on hopping on the show long today. I got some coaching stuff I got to do today. So I'm just hopping on to give my thoughts on James Cook, of course. Really, really excited that James Cook is remaining a Buffalo Bill. I know that typically second rookie contracts or second running back contracts typically don't work out for the most part until recently. With Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey has worked out. The 49ers were in the Super Bowl largely because of Christian McCaffrey. So maybe James Cook can fall in line with those guys. Only time will tell, but really excited for the Buffalo Bills, excited for James Cook, and excited for this upcoming NFL season. I'm Ryan Thomas. That was the Thomas Take Sports Podcast. I will, of course, see you all back next Wednesday to give my analysis for the upcoming season, Week 1 game, Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Go Bills.